Hi everybody, my name is Daniel Sanchez. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm 26 years old. I have a beautiful daughter named Michaela. She's a year and a half. I'm here at Full Sail to take mobile development. Nowadays, I really think that's the way to go. Most companies like Geico and Lifesavers, they're producing apps and mini games. I currently live in Dingman's Ferry, Pennsylvania. I've been here for about a year and a half now. I've spent most of my young life in South Florida. I lived in a little town called Clewiston until I was about 18, and then I moved to Fort Lauderdale for a few years, and that actually brings me to my first public presentation. I was in a pretty successful local band at the time called The Down Effect, and we had an opportunity to play for some people like Seether and Social Burn. Not to mention we played shows on a regular weekend basis, so I was pretty used to being in front of crowds. But after that didn't work out, I got a call from a family friend saying he was going to be a contractor for FEMA and he was looking for people. So 3 days later, I flew out to Louisiana and I worked out there for about a year. Um, After that, we came back to Florida and continued cleanup for about another year. And after that ended, I worked for the city of Clewiston for 2 years. I started off as lawn maintenance and parks and rec, but I ended up as their graphic designer. Um, After that, I ended up getting into a really bad car accident and got flung out the front windshield. I was pretty beat up and had some pretty serious memory loss for a while, and it took me about a year and a half to recover. But after I did, I got a job as a security guard with the same people who had the FEMA contract, and just did that for another 2 years. That job took me to Georgia and Florida, and while I was in Georgia, I actually met my fiance, and we went back to Florida and continued work. But after that ended, I couldn't find any other work, so we lived off unemployment for about a year. While we were down there, she got pregnant, so we stayed down there until the baby was born, and we pretty much moved up here, and so my in-laws can get to meet her granddaughter pretty much. The reason I really chose Full Sail is because they really have a hands-on in the industry. You know, their grads are everywhere. And I've been at the school for about 7 months now, and I really like it. I like the class layouts. The teachers are all really cool, and they're usually easy to get in touch with if you have any questions. And I really look forward to seeing what the class has to offer. What I'm really expecting out of the class is really to gain some confidence in my ability to address a crowd and actually hold their attention. I don't really have that much of a fear of public speaking, but I still have plenty to learn. I know there's plenty for me to work on as far as my delivery, and where I really need to shore myself up is in my body language and my ability to articulate my point and not just ramble on. Well, you guys feel free to leave a response. I'm open to criticism as long as there's a point to it, and I wish you guys the best of luck in your careers and in the class.